Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410. Elgin time, 11 o'clock.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Rain-X. Oak Brook police rescued a driver from a car engulfed in flames following a high-speed crash early Sunday morning. Officers spotted the vehicle speeding without lights before it rolled over on eastbound I-88. They used extinguishers and crawled under the overturned car to extricate the driver. The man and two officers suffered minor injuries and were released from the hospital. Police Chief Brian Strauchus praised their heroic actions, saying they saved a life. The crash is under investigation and no charges have been announced. President Donald Trump announced 9 major drug makers will lower prescription prices in the U.S. under a new deal. The companies agreed to match prices charged in other developed countries, a move the administration says could save taxpayers and help uninsured patients. NORAD is once again tracking Santa's Christmas Eve journey around the world. The 70-year holiday tradition uses radar, satellites, and jet escorts, with more than 1,000 volunteers answering calls and helping families follow Santa online in 9 languages. Elgin police are investigating an early Sunday morning shooting. Officers were called to Sherman Hospital around 3:20 a.m. after a woman arrived with what appeared to be a grazed wound from a gunshot. Police have not yet determined where the shooting occurred, and no other victims have been found. Investigators are asking anyone with information to call 847-289-2600 or text 847-411 with Elgin PD at the beginning of your message. More tip options are available at cityofelgin.org/crime tip. On Cyber Monday, Amazon donated a combined $100,000 to local food banks, including the Northern Illinois Food Bank, helping provide meals to families struggling during the holidays. The donation was presented at Amazon's Chicago facility, where workers continue to fulfill a surge of online orders. Amazon has also hired hundreds of seasonal employees, some of whom may become permanent. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
So Christmas is just around the corner, and if you still have gifts to buy, it's time to get to Macy's Great Gift Sale today. Come in and shop amazing deals on the perfect last-minute gifts, and don't miss the Great Gift Card Giveaway in stores only. Enter for a chance to win a Macy's gift card worth $50, $100, even up to $250. Hurry in. It's all happening at Macy's Great Gift Sale today only. No purchase necessary. See store for details. Official rules at Macys.com/Great Gift Card Giveaway.
Progressive knows road trips without your pet can be tough.
Hi, this is Next Stop Dog Boarding.
Hi, it's Scott again. How's Squeaks doing? You can tell if he's stressed by his eyebrows. Oh, and his breathing should sound like this.
Scott, Squeaks is exactly the same as last time you called.
Okay, let's talk in 20 to see if anything's changed.
With Progressive, your pet is covered up to $1,000 in vet bills in case of a car accident. So next time, you can take your pet with you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Coverage for dogs and cats is included with the purchase of collision coverage and subject to policy terms.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Hot Hands. On Cyber Monday, Amazon donated a combined $100,000 to local food banks, including the Northern Illinois Food Bank, helping provide meals to families struggling during the holidays. The donation was presented at Amazon's Chicago facility, where workers continue to fulfill a surge of online orders. Amazon has also hired hundreds of seasonal employees, some of whom may become permanent. Oak Brook police rescued a driver from a car engulfed in flames following a high-speed crash early Sunday morning. Officers spotted the vehicle speeding without lights before it rolled over on eastbound I-88. They used extinguishers and crawled under the overturned car to extricate the driver. The man and two officers suffered minor injuries and were released from the hospital. Police Chief Brian Strauchus praised their heroic actions, saying they saved a life. The crash is under investigation and no charges have been announced. President Donald Trump announced 9 major drug makers will lower prescription prices in the U.S. under a new deal. The companies agreed to match prices charged.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. Today, mostly sunny with a high near 47, with temperatures falling to around 41 in the afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 29. Tomorrow, areas of drizzle and scattered rain showers after 3 p.m., mostly cloudy with a high near 41. Currently, it is 42 with mainly clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
The holidays are back at Starbucks, so share the season with a peppermint mocha. Starbucks signature espresso, velvety mocha, and cool peppermint notes, topped with whipped cream and dark chocolate curls. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
Find what you love and love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love only at Total.
Ready to tackle your junk piles? Call the Junk Luggers. From old furniture to entire cleanouts, we do the heavy lifting. And here's the best part. We rehome and recycle as much as possible to keep it all out of landfills. Feel good about your cleanout the green way. Call 1-800-LUG-JUNK or visit junkluggers.com today for your eco-friendly, stress-free service.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
And welcome, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN AM 1410. Hey, we're broadcasting live here from Studio 14. We are serving you, the listeners out there, the Fox River Valley area. Yes. We hope that you're enjoying the morning so far here. Thank you to Dennis Sonar Green for starting off your 10 o'clock hour with the WRMN 10 o'clock news segment. All those things that are happening locally in the world and in the Fox River Valley area. I am enthused today because we are getting closer to the holidays. We're getting closer to Christmas. For those who celebrate, we're wishing everyone a very happy holiday season from us to you here on WRMN. This is your host, Matt McNeil, taking you into the lunchtime segment. We've got lots of great things to talk about today, and we want to make sure that we get the word out on what's happening coming up very, very soon. We're going to be definitely talking a lot about that today, especially because we're going to be doing, Christmas programming coming up tomorrow and also on Thursday and Friday. So I will not be in tomorrow or Christmas, of course. Maybe on Friday. We'll have to wait and see, but definitely tomorrow we got it all covered here. So I will have time to enjoy with my family on Christmas Eve. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So very nice. So with that being said, we want to get the word out on what's going to be coming up this weekend, all those great things. So that's really what we're going to tailor the show to today, is talking about that. Of course, we do have a conversation story of the day, though, and we have an interview today as well. So we got lots of good things to talk about, only so much time. So let's go through and see what we've got. We also have a really cool national day today that is very near and dear and near to my heart. And so we'll talk a little bit about that as well, too. So let's start off here with the Elgin weather. What are we seeing for the weather and temperatures for this week? We see a high of 47 degrees. It is a gorgeous sunny day outside today, folks. Go outside, enjoy this life that you've got, of course. And we have temperatures currently right now at 44 degrees. Again, a high of 47 is in that forecast for today. It is sunshine pretty much throughout the whole day today, so that's really nice. We have a low of 30 degrees coming up for tonight, a few passing clouds. And it is going to be winds light and variable are predicted there. Heading on into Wednesday tomorrow, we see cloudy skies and a high of 43 degrees. We do get about a 40% chance of showers, and it's going to be a low of 35 degrees. Now, again, with the showers rolling in, that is, again, a 40% chance. So technically, percentage-wise, more likely than not, it won't rain, but the chance of rain could go up or down, just depending. We'll have to wait and see, of course. But if it does, I know it could potentially feel colder, so it could turn into a little bit more of that kind of slick freezing rain. So just be mindful of that. We head on into Thursday, the 25th. We see a high of 39 degrees, cloudy skies, temperatures nearly steady in the mid to upper 30s. We see it dropping down to only 36, cloudy with occasional light rain. Now, that percentage chance of rain for Christmas night is at a 70% chance. So it is going to be rainy outside, but of course it's Christmas, so it's something to be happy about, celebrating with your loved ones. Friday, the 26th, we see a high of 50 degrees. Yes. Going to feel like a spring day, folks, because rain showers are coming through early with some overcast skies later in the day. We see a low of about 36 degrees. Chance of rain is at 60% chance. That's for Friday the 26th. Then we head on into Saturday. Saturday's predicted to be a high of 47. It's going to be overcast skies. We see a low of 32 degrees coming through. That will be for Saturday night. Then we head on into the tail end of this weekend and then into next week. We start to see those temperatures drop. It's not going to be a big drastic drop, though. We see a high of 36 degrees coming through for Sunday the 28th. It's predicted to be cloudy early, then partly cloudy and windy later in the day. Morning high of 36 with temperatures falling near 25. And then it does drop to 12 degrees as our low, so definitely going to feel more wintry outside. And a few clouds from time to time are in that prediction for Sunday. As we get into Monday, a high of 23 is predicted, so it does start to drop down more. Sun and a few passing clouds. So it's going to be mainly sunny out coming up on Monday, the 29th. We see a low of 14 degrees coming through. That's for Monday night. Tuesday rolls around on the 30th. A couple days before we head on into the new year, 2026. We see here a high of 26 degrees, partly cloudy, with a low of 20 degrees, partly cloudy skies for Tuesday night. Next Wednesday, the last day of 2025, and my dad's birthday as well. Wednesday, the 31st, we see a high of 29 degrees, partly cloudy skies are in that forecast. We see it dropping down to a low of 17 degrees, partly cloudy, so it's going to be a pretty chilly night. And then finally, the first day of January, 1st of January, 2026. We start off the new year with partly cloudy skies and a high near 25. A few clouds from time to time, low of 15 degrees. Doesn't look like any high chance of rain or snow is predicted for the first part of January. So the heavier snow is kind of gone now. It really is. At least that's what's going on right now. Of course, it might come in unexpected. We'll have to wait and see. But those are the forecast temperatures, what we're expecting to see here for the rest of this week and also into next week. I want to start off by saying, what are we having for the day today? Well, of course, we're going to be going through our inspirational story, interesting facts, word of the day, and also the National Day calendar. We also do have a conversation story today discussing a little bit on how medieval peasants probably enjoyed their holiday festivities more than you do. We'll talk a little bit about that. After that, into the 12 o'clock hour, we do have a special interview with Jessica Henryson. She just recently started her own business, and it's called Suburban Grays. And it's located in Pingree Grove within the Fox River Valley area. She's going to call into the station and talk to us a little bit about her new business, what inspired her, what got her interested, and how it's going. It's only a few months old. They don't even have a website yet. So she's going to talk with us a little bit about that, a brand new business. How cool is that? Recognizing those local businesses, especially new ones too. So looking forward to talking with Jessica later today during the 12 o'clock hour, the first half of that. Then we do head on into our Tradio segment. That's at 12:30. That's the time to call in if you want to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area any very, very last minute gift ideas, or maybe you're looking for specific items. That's the time to call in. You can also text us during that time, too, at 505-926-1410. And then for the majority of the rest of the show, for Out to Lunch Day until 1 o'clock, we're going to be discussing what's going on here in the Fox River Valley area. Maybe if we have some time, some of the places that'll be open, what specific municipality buildings and government buildings will be closed on specific days, libraries and things like that. So stay tuned for that and more coming up. We also do have, of course, our other local programming as well that's coming up today. We have What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn. That's from 1 to 2. Talk Time with Tammy and Friends, replay Best Of. She's traveling for the holidays, so we've got that replay Best Of, a Tuesday Best Of show. It's a Matt and Tammy Tuesday Best Of show we've got coming up. And then we also do have a political talk show from 4 until 5 with David Tees. He's going to be here in the studio to produce that show. That is from 4 until 5. We've got the 5 o'clock news hour, replay of the news here, so you know what's going on. And then that is from until 6. And then 6 until 8, we've got Big Top Sports with Derek Geyer. So lots of great content and more that's coming your way here on WRMN. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages to talk about our inspirational story of the day today. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Sherry Aschenbrenner, Vice President of Dementia Friendly Elgin Area. Everyone knows somebody living with dementia. Caregivers and friends of those with dementia are always welcome at our Elgin Area Memory Cafe, always the second Tuesday of every month at 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. at the South Elgin Public Works Building, 1000 Bowes Road in South Elgin. Also, Dementia Friendly Elgin Area gives free 20-minute dementia awareness trainings to local businesses, church groups, to bunco groups. Just invite us. If you'd like to get put on Sherry's senior email blast list, please email us at dfelist@gmail.com. Also, you can go and visit our website at dementiafriendlyelginarea.org.
Tune in to Sherry's Senior Moments radio show on the second Thursday of each month at 9:05 a.m. until 10 a.m. on WRMN AM 1410, WRMN Radio app, or WRMN Radio on YouTube. That's Sherry's Senior Moments, providing resources and information for our seniors in the community. When tragedy strikes, you need more than a lawyer, you need a voice. Romanucci and Blandon fight for justice in cases of personal injury, wrongful death, civil rights, and medical malpractice. With over $1 billion recovered, their results speak loud. Call 312-458-1000 or visit rblaw.net. That's 312-458-1000. Romanucci and Blandon, national impact, personalized care, no fee unless they win. Proud supporter of America's First Responders Fest.
America's First Responders Fest began as a simple idea to honor the heroes who serve our community every day. Thanks to the incredible support of the Village of Hampshire, especially Village President Mike Reed, Village Manager Jay Hedges, and Karen Stuhler. This year, that idea came to life. From local residents to small businesses, Hampshire opened its heart to America's First Responders Fest. The support was overwhelming. A true celebration of unity, gratitude, and community pride.
We are AFGE, the American Federation of Government Employees. We represent 700,000 federal and D.C. government workers who are the vital threads of the fabric of American life. We support our nation's military. We take care of our nation's veterans. We protect our nation's borders. We respond to our nation's crises and natural disasters. We provide services to our nation's seniors. The American Federation of Government Employees. We work for America.
We are AFGE, the American Federation of Government Employees. We represent 700,000 federal and D.C. government workers who are the vital threads of the fabric of American life. We support our nation's military. We take care of our nation's veterans. We protect our nation's borders. We respond to our nation's crises and natural disasters. We provide services to our nation's seniors. The American Federation of Government Employees. We work for America.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. We are on that AM 1410 dial. If you're tuning in maybe with your headphones on or maybe on your radio in your vehicle or maybe at work or at home, you're enjoying the nice weather today. It's a beautiful sunny day outside today. Maybe you're also watching us or listening to us on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/WRMN radio. Check us out there. You can also feel free to like and subscribe. We also do have our website, WRMN1410.com. Check out all of our different local programming that we have available. If something might entice you, say, hey, you know what? That sounds like a cool show to be on. I've got a business or organization, or hey, I'm just an avid listener here on WRMN and I want to be on the show. Feel free to reach out to us. We would love to have you on the show. This is a community radio station. So we love to have anyone here on the show. Tell your story. Share your experiences. Tell us why you like WRMN, what you like about the city of Elgin, what you like about the Fox River Valley area, or maybe you have a business. Tell us about it here. Feel free to reach out to us, 847-741-7700. You can email any of us too. If you want to inquire information about anything here with us, please feel free to do so. Let's hop on into our story today, story of the day. Now, there wasn't one posted today yet, so this is one that's from a couple days ago. I was going to read it a couple days ago, but I didn't have enough time, so I decided, okay, I'm going to wait for it, read it another day, and today is the other day now. So this is titled, Starbucks with an Elderly Couple on a Random Wednesday Afternoon. I was at Target and decided to get Starbucks. Yum. I had just come from a heavy therapy session, hadn't eaten all day, and my to-do list of errands was just beginning. I needed sugar, caffeine, and something out of the ordinary as a reward and motivator for surviving. There was an elderly couple, probably in their 70s, in front of me. It was no longer the pandemic, but I was about 6 feet from them. They were conversing, and I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but they were speaking to each other with a tenderness that you rarely see anywhere. The husband asked his wife if he wanted to order for her. When the barista asked what he wanted, he simply said, "Oh, nothing for me, thanks. This is a special treat for us to be able to enjoy, and I'd like my wife to have it. I'm just so lucky I get to be out here with her this afternoon. That's my treat. We've been together for 60 years this week. We didn't really get to celebrate, so this is us celebrating," he said. So I moved closer and apologized for intruding, but told the man that I'd love to celebrate their 60th anniversary if he would let me, and told him to choose his treat. And told him to choose his treat too. And I said, it better not be just plain black coffee, LOL. His wife said that was like something of their daughter would say, and didn't think younger people ever noticed. Old-time geezers who slow everything down, which is why we rarely go out anymore. Anyway, he protested, and I asked if he could accept it as something someone's daughter would do for someone's parents instead of as a stranger. As the universe sending congratulations for 60 years with the love of his life. He relented, and both he and his wife got exactly what they wanted. I added my drink order, and we all waited for our drinks. I got them seated at a table, we toasted with our drinks, and wished them many more moments of pure joy and days of good health and adventures. Thanked them for letting me be a part of their celebration and showing the world so much love that's needed and visible love. And then I went off to face the rest of my day. Getting to spend some time with such a lovely people gave me much more than anything the barista could have whipped up. I was in line for something to fuel my body, but ended up with my spirit renewed instead. With hope that people do matter to each other. Love does last. Softness through the spirit is still present in the harshness of life. Old age doesn't mean only misery and poor health. And a pun to walk away with is that I helped an older couple have a safe public afternoon delight to celebrate their anniversary. So that's a nice little story. It was posted on the 19th of December. So still, it's not that old, of course, just a couple days old, but no worries there. Of course, any of these stories, lots of these stories are, of course, applicable. So if you want to check them out for more information, you can find them. That's on sunnyskies.com. There's lots of other really good news stories that are out there too, if you want to read them. Holiday related, non-holiday related, community related. So if you want to view all of that and more, check it out. That's at sunnyskies.com. Going through some interesting and amazing facts that you might know, maybe you didn't. Well, according to a 2010 study, so that's 25, almost 26 years ago. Wait, no, I am sorry. That is not correct. That is not correct. That is 15, almost 16 years ago. I added an extra 10 years there. So according to a 2010 study, people fluent in multiple languages almost always swear in their native tongue. Yes, and I can attest to this in terms of what my mom has told me. Her grandmother, who was born in America but was raised by German parents who spoke only German, she swore in German. My mom recalled her the couple times she swore it was always in German. Almonds and peaches are members of the same family. There's an interesting one. Viking burials included board games. That's interesting. And then what are some other ones here? There's a lot that I've read before, of course, so I always gonna kind of flip through a couple different ones here to see if I can find any that are newer. Okay, this is an interesting one. This is for the holidays here. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer has a son named Robbie. I did not know that. Is that Robbie the Red-Nosed Reindeer? I did not know that Rudolph had a son. So there's a couple different things here that you can find, of course. Find more information. You can find it at mentalfloss.com. There's always the big questions of the day, fun little stories that you can read for yourself, of course. Why do we say 'tis the season? I talked about that one. Why do we celebrate Christmas on the 25th? All those different ones here. Do taking cold showers actually have benefits? There's one. That was always something that my grandma told my mom growing up, and my mom told me, but I don't like cold showers very much. Even in hot, scorching weather, I'm like, I still want to take a nice hot or maybe even lukewarm shower today. Taking a look at the word of the day, it is bespoke. I think that's how you pronounce it, bespoke. Bespoke. Okay. Yeah, I had to listen to it in the headphones. Bespoke. So that is an adjective. It is pronounced bespoke. It is B-E-S-P-O-K-E. That is the word of the day on December 23rd. Bespoke describes something that is a custom made, that is made to fit the needs or requirements of a particular person. So here's an example in a sentence. As a tailor, Lana specialized in crafting bespoke clothing for her clients, each piece unique and suited to their tastes. Well, of course, there are a lot of different businesses and organizations out here in the Fox River Valley that are bespoke. They offer things that are custom made, tailored to your needs. I guess you could also say here at WRMN, we're also bespoke as well, too. So it's a great word of the day today. Adjective applies to many different ways of life. And of course, also to those local small businesses out there that you want to support. So I think that's a very good word of the day today. I'm glad that this one was chosen today. We've also got a small business coming on here during the 12 o'clock hour, so stay tuned for that. Want to send you some reminders out there as well, of course. You can tune in to WRMN AM 1410. We recently posted the Elgin Chamber Chat. Today we had host Tony Lusenko featuring Ken Franzese, principal of Lee and Associates, and also Mike Warren, owner of Britain's Car Wash. That's now been posted onto our YouTube channel, so you can find it on there. That is Elgin Chamber Chat, and check out that video for yourself. Also, in the description on that video, you can find links to those websites. So you can find links to the Elgin Chamber of Commerce website, links to Lee and Associates, their website for more info, and then also Britain's Car Wash, Britain's Express Wash. And of course, I did get a nice little gift here. Thank you to Mike Warren for this. A nice gift for me, a good for one Supreme Clean Car Wash. Very nice. I always go to Britain's to get the car washed, and also for my oil change as well, too. They always do a fantastic job. So that's definitely a cool local business that you want to support. Check them out, Britain's Express Car Wash. You can find them at britain'scarwash.com for more info. They've got lots of cool things there, and always great service as well. They have a lot of different cleaning, wash cleaning, car wash styles that you can get there. Stay tuned for more. Coming up next, we will talk about the National Day calendar. We'll go through some of the national days. We'll also talk a bit about our upcoming segments again. And then don't forget also, we have a conversation story of the day today. Medieval peasants probably enjoyed their holiday festivities more than you do. We'll talk a little bit about that and more here coming up on Out to Lunch. The voice of the Valley and the talk of the town is what you're listening to. We're broadcasting here from Studio 14. It's a lovely day outside. We're continuing on, coming up to the bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors, and then we'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch. WRMN, stay tuned, and we'll have more for you in just a little bit.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Starbucks. Elgin police are investigating an early Sunday morning shooting. Officers were called to Sherman Hospital around 3:20 a.m. after a woman arrived with what appeared to be a grazed wound from a gunshot. Police have not yet determined where the shooting occurred, and no other victims have been found. Investigators are asking anyone with information to call 847-289-2600 or text 847-411 with Elgin PD at the beginning of your message. More tip options are available at cityofelgin.org/crime tip. On Cyber Monday, Amazon donated a combined $100,000 to local food banks, including the Northern Illinois Food Bank, helping provide meals to families struggling during the holidays. The donation was presented at Amazon's Chicago facility, where workers continue to fulfill a surge of online orders. Amazon has also hired hundreds of seasonal employees, some of whom may become permanent. Oak Brook police rescued a driver from a car engulfed in flames following a high-speed crash early Sunday morning. Officers spotted the vehicle speeding without lights before it rolled over on eastbound I-88. They used extinguishers and crawled under the overturned car to extricate the driver. The man and two officers suffered minor injuries and were released from the hospital. Police Chief Brian Strauchis praised their heroic actions, saying they saved a life. The crash is under investigation and no charges have been announced. President Donald Trump announced 9 major drug makers will lower prescription prices in the U.S. under a new deal. The companies agreed to match prices charged in other developed countries, a move the administration says could save taxpayers and help uninsured patients. NORAD is once again tracking Santa's Christmas Eve journey around the world. The 70-year holiday tradition uses radar, satellites, and jet escorts, with more than 1,000 volunteers answering calls and helping families follow Santa online in 9 languages. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
The holidays are back at Starbucks, so share the season with a peppermint mocha. Starbucks signature espresso, velvety mocha, and cool peppermint notes, topped with whipped cream and dark chocolate curls. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
Find what you love and love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Are you like everybody else in the world who has no idea what to get everyone for the holidays? Well, you're in luck. We got you. Hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Because with hands-free Skechers slip-ins, you just step into them and they're on. There's no bending down, no touching, no fuss. Plus, Skechers slip-ins come in everyone's favorite styles and colors. And you can get slip-ins everywhere stylish footwear is sold, including a Skechers store. Or if you're too busy to shop in person, just get them online at Skechers.com, Amazon, and more.
Are you dreaming of a getaway? Want to leave the stress of daily life behind? Whether it's a relaxing cruise or an adventurous land escape, planning the perfect vacation doesn't have to be a hassle. At Cruises International, they specialize in vacation destinations, land and sea, making your dreams come true. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, Cruises International isn't just about booking travel. They're your personal concierge, trusted travel advisor, and advocate. Your preferences are unique, and they'll take the time to understand exactly what you're looking for. From personalized service to their global network of specialists, they ensure that your vacation is tailor-made just for you. It's time to plan the vacation of a lifetime. Call 800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447 today. And speak to a cruise and vacation expert. Cruises International. It's time to set sail to your dream destination.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. Today, mostly sunny with a high near 47, with temperatures falling to around 41 in the afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 29. Tomorrow, areas of drizzle and scattered rain showers after 3 p.m., mostly cloudy with a high near 41. Currently, it is 45 with mainly clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/Investor Day.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. It is 35 past the hour here, the 11 o'clock hour. We are getting closer into the afternoon. Your morning might have been packed. Maybe it's been a relaxing day for you. Whatever the case might be, we hope it's a good day today. It is a Tuesday today, and we're getting closer to the holidays. We're in the holidays already here, but we are getting closer, of course, to Christmas. Christmas Eve is already tomorrow. It's considered, I guess, Christmas Adam today, right? So with that being said, we've got some great national days that are recognized today. Let's talk about some of them. On these national days, of course, you can enjoy, I'm going to start off with the big one here. This is the one that's near and dear to me. This is National Roots Day. No, not roots in your hair that you dye, but the roots, the family tree, the genealogy. This is something that many of you know about me, is that I am an avid lover of family research, family genealogy, and history, right? And today on National Roots Day, on December 23rd, this is an encouragement for families to dive into their family history, their heritage, and their ancestry. And each year during the holidays, it's an ideal time to collect family information. While families gather around the table telling stories and sharing memories, someone is sure to be the family historian. Right here, that's me. It's entirely possible to be a grandparent, parent, aunt, or uncle, or myself, who would be the child, the grandchild, the nephew, the cousin, right? Many cousins of the cousins. And already started a family tree and will share with other family members. Now, I'm the most interested in the family history. I just am. I haven't always been, though. When I was a little kid, I wasn't as interested in the family history. I really started to get interested closer to when my great uncle Raul was starting to age, and he was not doing as well. So I remember sitting in his room when he was bedridden, and I remember asking him stories, about the family and things like that. And then I received some family pictures, and that's kind of when I started to build onto it, that interest there. And that was really when I was about 12, 13 years old. And ever since then, I've just been so interested. There's so much rich history that you can find, so much rich history. And some people out there might think, well, where do I start? What do I do? Well, of course, asking family members. Now, of course, there's always kind of that, thing where it's like, oh, do I really want to ask that person? I don't know if they're going to want to talk about that, and there might be some things that you uncover that you won't expect, that you didn't know, things like that, especially if you do DNA testing. There's a lot of that too. There's a lot of things that pop up, more common than not, that you didn't expect to. Now, I could go on a whole tangent about this. We only have so much time, so I got to stop myself, because I could do a whole show just on genealogy, seriously. But with that being said, I encourage, ask those questions. Talk to relatives that are still living, especially older ones. You don't want to miss out on these opportunities before it's too late. Make sure to write everything down as well, too. Compile things, right? So there's so many different ways. And look, I'll say this too as well. It takes time. It takes a lot of time. So it can be frustrating at times too. But if you need assistance, reach out to me. Honestly, I would love to help with anyone researching their family history. I just have so much fun doing it. So reach out to me if you're interested. If you're like, hey, can you give me a tip on what to do? I am in no way a novice or an expert, but I just have so much fun doing it. I don't know why. I just do. It's just, I truly think it's in my DNA, because I found out my grandma from Russia was the big family historian in the family. So I think that's just kind of where it's from, but I don't know. I think it's also just, my mom was too here. She always asked a lot of questions growing up about my grandparents and things like that. So with that being said, yes, that is a national day recognized today. I could talk about it for hours. I'm not going to. I need to stop myself because I just get so excited about talking about it. Yes, I know. And I was always kind of like, I don't want to say I was the weird kid in school, because people were interested too. You know, some of my classmates were like, oh, that's so cool, you're interested in family history and stuff. And it's not for everyone. Obviously, there are people out there who are like, yeah, I'm not really interested and stuff like that. And I understand that too. It can be a lot. Sometimes you don't want to uncover things and things like that. So completely understandable. But it is recognized today as National Roots Day. And I thought, well, might as well talk at least a little bit about it. And I could go on longer, but I'm not going to. It is also National Pfeffernuss Day today, recognized. It is a German spice cookie. Now, this is something that my great-grandma Emma used to make, too, was homemade Pfeffernuss. And this is the same great-grandma I told you about earlier who used to swear in German. Very popular around the holidays, Pfeffernusses are fluffy cookies made with ground nuts and spices covered in powdered sugar. And it's very good, too, might I add to you as well. It's very delicious. Over time, many bakers have created their own Pfeffernuss recipes. Traditional methods include various nuts and almonds, including walnuts. Some modern recipes exclude nuts altogether, along with black pepper, retain only cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, allspice, and a whole lot of other flavorings that are there too. So how to observe today on National Pfeffernuss Day? Well, break out into your favorite Pfeffernuss recipe and start baking. There is one holiday tradition that'll bring back memories for many of you. So, and maybe you have family members that, of course, maybe made Pfeffernusses like mine did. So that's a day also recognized today. Let's see, taking a look at some other days that are recognized. It is Festivus today for the rest of us. Yes, it is a perfect for those who don't have a traditional holiday to celebrate. Although it sounds paradoxical, its purpose makes a lot of sense. So not everyone has a major holiday to celebrate like Christmas, Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, and they might feel a little bit left out. This holiday gives people a non-denominational and non-commercial holiday to call their own. Festivus is for everyone. So that is, of course, there's history on that too with it's from a Seinfeld episode and things like that. So if you want to read a little bit more on that, you can. So if you want to check it out, that's posted. That's on the Festivus timeline and history. You can find it on nationaltoday.com. They've got that. A couple other days are also recognized today, too. We did discuss here, of course, National Roots Day. And then there's a couple different celebrity birthdays that are out there, too. So if you do want to check that out, you can find it. That's all up on their website. That's nationaltoday.com. Again, that's nationaltoday.com for more information. What we'll do is we'll take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll discuss here our conversation story of the day today. So stay tuned for that. And we'll be back with more here on, of course, Out to Lunch, WRMN. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. If you're struggling with mental health, you should know that there are resources out there that can help. And it's okay to talk about it if you need to. One place to get started with information is loveyourmindtoday.org. Loveyourmindtoday.org offers a range of guides, instructions, and insights for dealing with difficult situations or getting through a tough time. If you're struggling with mental health, get the help you need, because most people out here really care. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
This year, America's First Responders Fest 2025 was a huge success, and we couldn't have done it without the Village of Burlington and Village President Mary Kay Welsen. Your support helped bring the Fox River Valley together in the Village of Hampshire to celebrate the heroes who keep us safe every day. Thank you, Village of Burlington, for standing behind America's First Responders Fest 2025 and for standing with those who serve.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the better business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they know life gets busy. That's why they're here 24/7 to keep your car looking spotless, fast, and easy. Their advanced brush-free wash technology delivers a sparkling clean without a single scratch, because they treat your car like it's their own. Here's the best part. Right now, you can get a free car wash just for joining their text club. It's simple. Just text BRITT to 30400, and your first wash is on them. Britain's Touchless Car Wash has two convenient locations, 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin and 555 Willow in West Dundee. They're proud to keep your car clean while giving back to our community. Text BRITT to 30400. That's BRITT to 30400. Now for your free car wash, and see why Britain's Touchless Car Wash is the fast, gentle, and reliable choice.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Are you looking to buy, sell, or trade something? Maybe clean out that attic or basement, or just make a little extra cash? Then don't miss Tradio on Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Weekdays at 12:30 p.m. Call in to let folks in the Fox River Valley know what you're looking for or what you've got to get rid of. It's easy, it's free, and it's a great way to connect with your community. Call in at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. If it's got to go, then let us know. Only on Tradio, here on WRMN AM 1410. And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. We are streaming live also on that YouTube channel, youtube.com/WRMN radio. So if you want to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell, you can always keep yourself up to date and in the loop with what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN AM 1410. You can also find our website at WRMN1410.com if you want to take a look at our lineup, all the different local programming that we have available throughout the week, and also including there too on the weekends. So, of course, let's go through our conversation story of the day. We've got our interesting story of the day today, and this is posted recently by Bobby Sutherland. She is an associate professor of the Department of History at University of Dayton. And she writes to us a little bit on medieval peasants and how they probably enjoyed their holiday festivities more than you do. Let's read a little bit about this. I'm interested and intrigued to see what this is. About. So, taking a look here, when people think of European Middle Ages, It often brings to mind grinding poverty, superstition, and darkness. But the reality of the 1,000-year-old period from 500 to 1500 was much more complex. This is especially true when considering the peasants who made up 90% of the population at the time. And that's according to a UK study there. For all their hard work, peasants had a fair amount of downtime. Add up Sundays and the main holidays, and about 1/3 of the year was free of intensive work. Celebrations were frequent and centered around religious holidays like Easter, Pentecost, and Saints' Day. Yes, okay, sorry, I lost my place there. But for the longest and most festive of these holidays was Christmas. As a professor of medieval study, the author of this article assures you the popular belief that the lives of peasants were little more than misery is a misconception. They enjoyed rich social lives, maybe richer than ours, ate well, celebrated frequently, and had families not unlike our own. For them, holiday festivities didn't begin with Christmas Eve and end with New Year's. Let's see here. I lost my place again. I'm so sorry. It keeps going up and down the page. There we go. So for them, holiday festivities didn't begin with Christmas Eve and end with New Year's. The party was just getting started. So let's talk a little bit about the daily life in a peasant's village during this time. A peasant was not simply a low class or poor person. Rather, a peasant was a subsistent farmer who owed their lords a portion of the food they grew. They also provided labor, which might include bridge building or farming the lord's land. In return, a lord provided his peasants with protection from bandits or invaders. They also provided justice via a court system and punished people for theft, murder, and other crimes. Typically, the lord lived in the village or nearby. Peasants lived in the countryside in villages that ranged from a few houses to several hundred. The villagers had communal ovens, wells, flour mills, brewers or pubs, and blacksmiths. The houses were clustered in the center of the village along a dirt street and surrounded by farmland. By today's standards, a peasant house was small. In England, the average was around 700 square feet or 65 square meters. Houses might be made of turf, wood stone, or wattle and daub, a construction very similar to lath and plaster, with beamed roofs covered with straw. Houses had front doors, and some had back doors. Windows were covered with shutters and rarely glass. Aside from the fireplace, only the sun, moon, or an oil lamp or candle provided light. Now, the day was dedicated by seasons and sunlights. Most people rose at dawn or a bit before. Men went out into their fields soon after to grow grains like wheat and barley. Women worked in the home and yard, taking care of children, animals, and vegetable gardens, along with spinning, sewing, and also cooking. Peasants didn't have clocks, so a recipe might recommend cooking something for the time it took to say the Lord's Prayer 3 times. Around midday, people usually took a break and ate their largest meal, often a soup or a stew. The foods they ate would include lamb and beef, along with cheese, cabbage, onions, leeks, turnips, and fava beans. Fish, in particular freshwater fish, were also popular. Every meal included bread. Beer and wine were major components of the meal. By our standards, peasants drank a lot, although the alcohol content of the beer and wine was lower than today's versions. They often napped before returning to work. In the evening, they ate a light meal, perhaps only bread, and socialized for a while. They went to bed within a few hours of darkness, so how long they slept depended on the season. On average, they slept about 8 hours, but not consecutively. They awoke after a first sleep and prayed, had sex, or chatted with neighbors for somewhere between half an hour to 2 hours, then returned to sleep for another 4 hours or so. Peasants did not have privacy as we think. Everyone often slept in one big room. Parents made love with one another as their children slept nearby. Married couples shared a bed, and one of the younger children might sleep with them, though infants had cradles. other children likely slept two to a bed. So life certainly wasn't easy, but the stretches of time for rest and leisure were enviable. Today, many people start thinking about Christmas after Thanksgiving, and any sort of the holiday spirit fizzles by early January. Well, in the Middle Ages, it would have been unheard of. Advent, the period of anticipation and fasting that precedes Christmas, began with the Feast of Saint Martin. Back then, it took place 40 days before Christmas. Today, it's the fourth Sunday before it. During this period, Western Christians observed a fast. While less strict than the one for Lent, it restricted meat and dairy products for certain days of the week. Now, these protocols not only symbolized absence and longing, but they also helped stretch out the food supply after the end of the harvest and before meats were fully cured. Christmas itself was known for feasting and drunkenness, and it lasted nearly 6 weeks. That's a long time. December 25th was followed by the 12 days of Christmas, ending with the Epiphany on January 6th, which commemorates the visit of the Magi to Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Gifts often were in the form of food or money, were exchanged, though this was more commonly done on New Year's Day. Game birds, ham, mince pies, and spiced wines were were popular fare, with spices thought to help warm the body. The article continues on here to read through Christmas. Though Christmas officially celebrates the birth of Jesus, it was clearly associated with pre-Christian celebrations that emphasized the winter solstice and the return of life and light. This meant that bonfires, Yule logs, and evergreen decorations were part of the festivities. According to tradition, St. Francis of Assisi created the first nativity scene back in 1223. Christmas ended slowly, with the first Monday after Epiphany being called Plow Monday because it marked the return of agricultural work. The full end of the season came on February 2nd, called Candlemas, which coincides with the older pagan holiday of Imbolc. On this day, candles were blessed for use in the coming year, and any decorations left up were thought to be at risk of becoming infested with goblins. So many people today gripe about the stresses of the holidays, buying presents, traveling, cooking, cleaning, and bouncing from one obligation to the next. There's a short window to get it all done. Christmas Day is the only day many workplaces are required to give off. Meanwhile, this author here, and maybe many of you now, will be dreaming of a medieval Christmas. It's very interesting to see and how a society has become. I feel a lot of us have become overworked in a lot of specific ways, and it's going to be different for everyone, of course, but interesting to see how that is with the reaping what you sow type of thing, right? And how we live in such a robust society now, and everything's so hustle and bustle and busy, despite even having more technology that's supposed to help us in ways. So it's kind of interesting to see that, but nonetheless, still, if you want to read some more history on the holidays, you can find it. That's posted onto theconversation.com. So feel free to check it out. This does wrap it up here for the 11 o'clock hour. Coming up, our 12 o'clock hour, we have our guests in studio today. Yes, Jessica and her husband are coming in to talk about their business, Suburban Grays. And we're excited to be talking with her about that, rich food traditions that her family discovered while traveling the world during her husband's military service. So stay tuned for that and more. Plus, we also do have our Tradio segment at 12:30. So if you are interested in buying, selling, trading, and or announcing to the Fox River Valley area, that'll be the time to call in at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. That'll be coming up at 12:30. And then we'll finish off here by talking about what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area for some last-minute holiday spectacular events. Stay tuned for more. We'll be back with more here in just a bit.
Now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com is the book called DUI Jury Trial, which is the true story of a truck driver in Illinois who was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only was he facing a revocation of his driver's license, but also a lifetime disqualification of his CDL, which would prevent him from ever driving a semi-truck again. This book includes backstories of the truck driver, the lawyers that defended the case, and the DUI expert expert witness who analyzed the case and then testified at trial as to the proper protocol procedures of the field sobriety tests as well as the breathalyzer test. This nonfiction novel also includes the actual court transcript from the jury trial, a courtroom showdown in which the final verdict would determine the fate of the defendant's livelihood. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Hot Hands. On Cyber Monday, Amazon donated a combined $100,000 to local food banks, including the Northern Illinois Food Bank, helping provide meals to families struggling during the holidays. The donation was presented at Amazon's Chicago facility, where workers continue to fulfill a surge of online orders. Amazon has also hired hundreds of seasonal employees, some of whom may become permanent. Oak Brook Police rescued a driver from a car engulfed in flames following a high-speed crash early Sunday morning. Officers spotted the vehicle speeding without lights before it rolled over on eastbound I-88. They used extinguishers and crawled under the overturned car to extricate the driver. The man and two officers suffered minor injuries and were released from the hospital. Police Chief Brian Straukas praised their heroic actions, saying they saved a life. The crash is under investigation and no charges have been announced. President Donald Trump announced 9 major drug makers will lower prescription prices in the U.S. under a new deal. The companies agreed to match prices charged in other developed countries, a move the administration says could save taxpayers and help uninsured patients. NORAD is once again tracking Santa's Christmas Eve journey around the world. The 70-year holiday tradition uses radar, satellites, and jet escorts, with more than 1,000 volunteers answering calls and helping families follow Santa online in 9 languages. Elgin police are investigating an early Sunday morning shooting. Officers were called to Sherman Hospital around 3:20 a.m. after a woman arrived with what appeared to be a graze wound from a gunshot. Police have not yet determined where the shooting occurred, and no other victims have been found. Investigators are asking anyone with information to call 847-289-2600 or text 847-411 with Elgin PD at the beginning of your message. More tip options are available at cityofelgin.org/crime tip. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Thanks to Total Wine, you saved more on all the gifts for the ones you adore. Wines and beers all nestled on shelves. Got some advice from our helpful elves. Oh, so many gifts to explore when you go to Total Wine and More. Bottles so delightful, whoa. Priced so amazingly low.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine and More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com/investor day.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. After coming up short in 3 straight on the road, the Blackhawks return home tomorrow night to host Philadelphia. The Bulls held on to beat the Hawks 152-150 in Atlanta on Sunday. Chicago now 2 games under 500 at 13-15 and 6-9 away from home. The game was the highest scoring one in the NBA so far this season. Chicago set season highs for points in a first half and game and held on to the closing seconds in the first of 2 straight games in Atlanta. Teams play again Tuesday night. Chicago was involved in the previous highest scoring game this season, a 150-147 double overtime loss at Utah in mid-November. Josh Giddey just missed a triple-double. He had 19 points, 12 assists, and 9 rebounds. Kobe White had 21 points after almost missing the game with an ankle injury. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
So you need last-minute gifts.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. Today, mostly sunny with a high near 47, with temperatures falling to around 41 in the afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 29. Tomorrow, areas of drizzle and scattered rain showers after 3 p.m., mostly cloudy with a high near 41. Currently, it is 45 with mainly clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
CVS Health supports people in the moments that matter, from picking up a prescription to connecting care. With nearly 5 million daily interactions and serving 185 million consumers and 1.5 million healthcare professionals, CVS Health holds a trusted place in healthcare. By simplifying care and improving health, we're helping people get the care they need. Learn more at cvshealth.com.
Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot? Or maybe juggling cats while riding the unicycle? Sounds ridiculous, right? But guess what? That's exactly what texting while driving is like. Your human brain only has the capacity to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're behind the wheel, give driving your undivided attention.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Did you get a call or message that mentioned Social Security that made you feel threatened or scared? That is not the Social Security Administration. Social Security will not threaten you, press you for personal information, or demand instant payment. Social Security does not accept payments by gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or by mailing cash. Criminals use these forms of payment because they are hard to trace. Don't fall for it. Hang up, ignore them. Report this criminal activity to oig.ssa.gov.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
And welcome, folks, to the 12 o'clock hour here of Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the Voice of the Valley, and the Talk of the Town. We're broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the listeners, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today and being a part of the conversation with us. You can find us on that AM 1410 dial, or you can also tune in on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/WRMN radio. If you want to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell, you can always keep yourself up to date and in the loop on what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN. I'm your host, Matt McNeil, taking you into this 12 o'clock hour. It's a beautiful sunny day outside today, a couple days away from Christmas and other fantastic celebrations. So I always want to be, of course, with the people that you love and care about, too. It's the season of giving as well, too. We also love to give recognition, right? We love to give recognition of businesses and organizations. And of course, here on Out to Lunch, we love to talk about food, especially, yes. And also businesses that offer food and tailor to your needs and services. So we love to recognize local, shopping local and small during the holiday season and whenever, of course, too, because those are local people in your community and the money goes back into the community too. And we love to talk about businesses, especially new ones that are pretty recent as well. So I want to welcome here to the stage, we have Jessica Henryson with us today, and we welcome her here in studio to talk about her new business. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
You're very welcome.
Very exciting to be here.
So Jessica, tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you a local here to the Elgin area, or where were you from?
Yes, actually, I was born and raised in Elgin, and then about 20 years ago, my husband and I left due to his military service, and we've been all over the world since. And because we still are Elginites at heart, we moved back to the suburbs and are living in Pingree Grove right now.
Nice. I'm very familiar with the area, Pingree Grove. Do you like, one of my favorite places to go to is Hart's Garage?
We were just there last Saturday to enjoy a
nice.
little Santa and pizza.
Nice. Yes, very good place to go to. That's fantastic. Now, Jessica, you are the owner of Suburban Graze. For listeners who may not be familiar with it yet, what is Suburban Graze and how does your build your own charcuterie concept work?
Well, Suburban Grays is I want to say, choose your own adventure style type of charcuterie building. We provide an array of items that you can choose to build your own boards in real time. So instead of grabbing a box and going, you get to see what offerings we have, and we try to do our best to tantalize all sorts of textures and flavors. And we wanted to give everyone a chance to explore what we have available as well. There's 4 different sizes that you choose, and you can either choose one for yourself or you can make a board for the company that you're having with you as well.
Very cool. And I mean, who doesn't love charcuterie boards, right? Especially if you want to be the life of the party. Now, tell us a little bit here. What inspired you to start Suburban Grays? How did your family's travels during your husband's military service help to influence the idea?
Food's always been a great influence in our lives. My husband and I are foodies. We've lived on both coasts of the U.S. We've lived overseas as well, and we always realized that food was something that brought our family a sense of grounding. So what we would do is go out to the local stores, see what they had available, and then kind of create a board and talk about it because it's a new area that we're going to be in. And sometimes we had to get creative, and sometimes there was so much out there that we couldn't get enough. So we made sure that grazing was something we did to also not spend as much time in the kitchen, but actually spend more time with the family too.
That's so cool. And there's so many cool, rich cultures that you can incorporate into one charcuterie board itself. It's like Earth. It's like
Absolutely.
the planet, and it's all these different cultures. And I just love that. That's so cool.
We've actually been able to introduce tostones as a great vessel to hold goat cheese and guava. Not many people realize that, and it's gluten-free. So something else to think about and outside of the box too.
Very cool. Now, you've experienced food traditions from many different cultures around the world. How did these global flavors and experiences help to shape the offerings that you create today for people?
We wanted to keep it seasonal and fresh, and we wanted to make sure that everyone has a chance to kind of go back to the things they've had a few days ago or a few weeks ago, or just have something that they haven't had before. So my menu changes every week and every pop-up. And we wanted to make sure that when somebody comes up to us that has been with us before, has dined with us before, they can ask what's new, and we have something for them that's new, or we have a different combination that we've kind of learned how to put together for them.
That's so cool. So the menu changes every week.
Yes.
What are some examples of what would be changing over the weeks?
So right now we've got our dates stuffed with goat cheese and topped with bacon.
Ooh.
Comforting. Yet we would change it to brie instead of the goat cheese if somebody wants to have it warmed up. We try to use pomegranate in some of our other flavorings too and offerings instead of just cranberries or oranges. So
Very
that's
cool.
just something different.
A nice wide array of different flavors to enjoy. That's fantastic. Now, once the idea became a reality, what were some of the first steps and maybe even early challenges that you faced getting the business off the ground?
We wanted to get our name out there, so using Facebook and Instagram was the key for us to actually connect with our future customers. They needed visuals, pictures, and a way to find us. So we would always post our pop-ups on our Facebook pages and on our Instagram pages too.
That's good.
We have our local martini room.
Yes.
That is one of our biggest supporters. And then we also have Plank Road Tap Room as well. That's an amazing supporter too. And we've been able to do a lot of events with them and collaborate.
I thought I recognized you because I talk about on explorealgenaria.com. They always post the different happenings, and you recently had one. You must have been out there. Was that Martini Room for Build Your Own Charcuterie?
Yes.
I thought I recognized you. Yeah, in the picture, because I talked about it for the couple weeks. I mentioned it here on the air.
Really?
I didn't even make the connection. When I saw you, I was like, she looks familiar. It's because I had seen you and I talked about you. So
well, thank you so much for talking about it. Martini Room has been a staple for us because of the fact that they gave us our first opportunity. And Plank Road has been such a creative atmosphere for us too. And they've done some great things with their bourbon night. We actually provided their snack boxes for that evening. And with those particular places, we've been able to explore and expand too. So we're actually going to be at Riverlands Brewery in St. Charles as well this coming month.
Oh, fun. Oh, my goodness. That's so much fun. Lots of great stuff. Now, Suburban Grays is truly a family partnership. How do you and your husband divide responsibilities? How has his military background helped you on the operations side?
Oh, he is the logistical mastermind. I take care of the aesthetics and the flavor pairings, but he's the one who makes sure that we have the tables we need and we have all of the cheeses that I've listed on our menu. And he just takes care of the business aspect that I am not as well versed with, but he is much more prepared than I am with
So
it.
it's a team effort.
Very much so.
I love that. That's great. Now you are based in Pingree Grove and serving the northwest suburbs. How has the local community responded to Suburban Grays so far?
We've been overwhelmed with the amount of support we receive between people just coming up to us and recognizing us and asking us where we're going to be. People who will see our little table setup with our tablecloth and actually say, "Oh, charcuterie's here." That always brings a little bit of joy to my heart as well. And just having people recognize us at the stores because we're shopping locally. We're getting all of our meats and cheeses in places that everybody else shops at too.
Yep.
So
I love that. And I'm pulling up your Facebook page right now. These are all beautifully designed. And I can definitely tell that you have an eye on the art side of things for how things are placed on the charcuterie boards and all of that too. So
Thank you.
Beautifully color coordinated and also by size and style there too. I love that.
Thank you.
I like that artistic eye side of things.
You eat with your eyes first, so we try our
Yes.
best to make sure, it looks appealing.
Absolutely. Also, you have pop-ups at venues. Again, like we talked about Martini Room, Plank Road Tap Room as well. It's also become very popular, we've noticed. So what do you think makes the Suburban Grays experience stand out and keep people coming back for more?
I think the fact that we can personalize not just the board, but also the conversations we have with each person. We don't really limit the amount of attention we give to a person when we're trying to create their board for them. So if they have questions or if they're allergic to anything or if they just have a dietary restriction, we try to honor those things by giving them the little tour of like what we have available. And because of the fact that they are aware we change our menu so often, it creates conversation too. And I think that's what makes us stand out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of like, well, yeah, it is a conversation starter. It's like, and it's something that people can look forward to. Oh, the new menu for this week. Well, what am I going to expect this week? That kind of thing too. So it gets people interested in coming back for more. What are they going to have next week and the following week? So, and again, as your new business is growing quickly, what's next for Suburban Grays? What are some goals that you have for the future, hopefully?
Honestly, we've grown so quickly that I really am just riding this wave. We're taking in all positive criticisms, but also taking in all the positive feedback that everybody has for us. And eventually we want to do more events, like bigger events, or pair up with more breweries and tap rooms and do something along the lines of having snack boxes that go with their special events too.
Very nice. That's awesome. So how can people find more information about Suburban Grays?
Definitely check us out on our Facebook page. That is the best way to message us. Also through our Instagram too. I'm really responsive, or as responsive as possible, given that we, are constantly on the move and changing things up.
I love that. And yeah, I mean, you've got some examples. That was, I've got up on the screen here on YouTube. This was the menu from when you were at Martini Room. So we get a little scoop on that too. And I love that logo. Who designed that logo?
That was my friend, Michelle Pennington. She is such an artist in so many facets. And I was fortunate to have her really be detailed oriented in making that logo pop.
I like it. It's elegant. It's very elegant. And it's just so. What I like about it too is I like how, and I'm getting into the artistic eye side of things, how the slice, it looks like the slices of the sausage.
Yes.
They kind of they kind of stack up a little bit towards to show the full sausage. I don't know. That's just the artistic eye. All that cool stuff I like. So very, very cool. Very
Thank
cool.
you.
Now, what are some of your favorite foods that you enjoy on the charcuterie?
Oh my gosh. The dates are definitely our number one seller and also something I really enjoy. The family enjoys it. We're a big fan of very sharp but creamy cheeses. So there's a 5-year cheddar that we just embarked on not long ago that my kids love. And they'll ask for, they call it stinky crystal cheese.
Oh.
They're like, that's what we want. We want crystal cheese tonight. And I'm like, okay. And then just having a nice, like, savory sopressata to go with it.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
Very
So
nice.
just a little, just lots of textures.
Absolutely. Lots of flavors that are put together, and sometimes you like to eat the cheese with the grapes, and it's
Yes.
kind of into sometimes mix and match the flavors, see what suits you, what you might like.
Absolutely. And having guava with just a brie instead of just having, regular fig jam is a new experience for a lot of people. Pears that have been soaked in cognac a little bit and spiced up with a little bit of sugar have also gone really, really well with a more firm, like, Swiss cheese too. So
Okay.
we've experienced a few things here and there.
Very cool. What's some of the what's the largest venue that you've had before, or that you maybe plan on having too?
Right now we're just working on the local brewery and tap houses. Eventually I do want to work into the I want to say wedding venues out here as well. I think our largest event has been working with the Elgin Children's Theater.
Nice.
We did a board, or actually a grazing table for them not long ago, and it was a really nice turnout.
That's awesome. Yeah, Children's Theater of Elgin. I have them on the air here every time they do a performance, so that's great. That's awesome.
We try to keep it local, but we also want to expand eventually, but we're happy with local right now.
Absolutely. Well, Jessica, thank you so much for coming in today. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank
and
you
again,
for having us.
how can people find you again? It's on Facebook, correct?
Find us on Facebook at suburbangrays.com. Or actually, we don't have a website yet, so you have to find us on Suburban Grays and Facebook and on Instagram.
I love it. Well, again, Jessica, best of luck to you and your husband in the business. And we look forward to hearing more. And thank you for, let me show you, folks, let me show you this absolutely beautiful display that I'm going to be eating and enjoying here. This is, wait, I gotta change my camera so I can show you. Look at this. Oh my goodness, this is a beautiful display here in this box. I don't even want to take it out. It's so pretty. It is beautiful, but my family's going to enjoy that. Thank you so much.
You're
I greatly
welcome.
appreciate it so much.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us.
You're very welcome. Folks, we'll take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-785-1673. 800-785-1673. 800-785-1673. That's 800-785-1673.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-234-0316. 800-234-0316. That's 800-234-0316.
In the middle of the night, everything will be all right if you listen to Coast, right here on WRMN 7 days a week from midnight to 5 a.m. Each night on Coast to Coast, listeners are captivated by George Newry with discussions on news and current events, conspiracy theories, UFOs, life after death, and all things curious and unexplained. Whether you're working third shift or you're just a night owl, catch the most listened to overnight talk radio program in North America, Coast to Coast, every night, midnight to 5 a.m. right here on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
And the Ad Council.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. Of course, as always, being a part of that conversation here. Thank you again, Jessica, for coming in today to talk about her business, that is Suburban Grays. If you want to check out more information on that, of course, feel free to do so. We're getting that video uploaded very shortly. We'll also make a Facebook post as well so that you guys can check out their Facebook page. They don't have a website yet, but they're going to get that. They're going to get that up and running as well. But check them out for more information. Suburban Grays. They recently have been at lots of different local places here in the Fox River Valley area, and that does also include, of course, Martini Room. Yes, very, very cool. I remember seeing this picture. I've got it up on the screen here and talking about this. I was like, oh, that looks really, really cool. So there you go. Lots of cool stuff. Charcuterie boards are always delicious as well, too. And it's a great way to get some of the graze over all the delicious food in suburban style. That's Suburban Grays. Check them out for more information. Give them a like and a follow, and check them out. You can also email them, suburbangrays@gmail.com. They're also on Instagram as well. So please feel free to check them out, support them, local business. Lots of other great things are coming up here, too. We only have so much time to talk about them. Now, don't forget, we also do have our Tradio segment coming up at 12:30. So if you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, that'll be the time to call into the studio number here at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. If it's something that's got to go, please feel free to post it here on Tradio. It's a great time to let people know on what's going on. And maybe you have a particular item that you're looking for, or you have something that you have that you want to sell or to give away. That's the time to call in. That's our Tradio segment. So stay tuned for more information on that. And when we go through our Tradio announcers, people who recently called in within the past couple of weeks or so. So stay tuned. That'll be coming up at 12:30. Then, of course, we will discuss more local happenings here in the Fox River Valley area. There are lots of things to explore in the Elgin area and beyond. And there's a lot of different places that are wishing folks a very happy holiday season. So we'll talk about some of those too. Different Chamber of Commerce websites and more. Things that are coming up here that we want to keep you in tune with. And that you know where to go to, of course. So please feel free to stick around here for a little bit longer. And then we also do have What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn. That's coming up from 1 until 2 o'clock. We've got also some other local programming that's coming up as well. So feel free to stick around for that. Again, we've got Restaurant Week coming up here in February for St. Charles and Geneva. We've talked about that a little bit yesterday, especially in the downtown Geneva area. They've got their upcoming Restaurant Week, which is in Geneva. Geneva Restaurant Week we talked about, and they have one also in St. Charles coming up in February. So those are some fun activities to do and to look forward to. With the time remaining, of course, we'll take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll talk, of course, about our different Tradio callers, give you the chance to call in. You can also text us at 505-926-1410. Let us know if you've got something that needs to be sold or bought or traded or announced to the Fox River Valley area. It is the season of giving. Make sure to give your loved ones a nice hug and a kiss. Check up on your neighbors and loved ones, too, during the holiday season, of course. So stay tuned for more. We're getting into the bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors. You're listening to your trusted local radio station for news, talk, and entertainment, WRMN AM 1410. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a little bit.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Rain-X. Oak Brook Police rescued a driver from a car engulfed in flames following a high-speed crash early Sunday morning. Officers spotted the vehicle speeding without lights before it rolled over on eastbound I-88. They used extinguishers and crawled under the overturned car to extricate the driver. The man and two officers suffered minor injuries and were released from the hospital. Police Chief Brian Strauchis praised their heroic actions, saying they saved a life. The crash is under investigation and no charges have been announced. President Donald Trump announced 9 major drug makers will lower prescription prices in the U.S. under a new deal. The companies agreed to match prices charged in other developed countries, a move the administration says could save taxpayers and help uninsured patients. NORAD is once again tracking Santa's Christmas Eve journey around the world. The 70-year holiday tradition uses radar, satellites, and jet escorts, with more than 1,000 volunteers answering calls and helping families follow Santa online in 9 languages. Elgin police are investigating an early Sunday morning shooting. Officers were called to Sherman Hospital around 3:20 a.m. after a woman arrived with what appeared to be a grazed wound from a gunshot. Police have not yet determined where the shooting occurred, and no other victims have been found. Investigators are asking anyone with information to call 847-289-2600 or text 847-411 with Elgin PD at the beginning of your message. More tip options are available at cityofelgin.org/crime tip. On Cyber Monday, Amazon donated a combined $100,000 to local food banks, including the Northern Illinois Food Bank, helping provide meals to families struggling during the holidays. The donation was presented at Amazon's Chicago facility, where workers continue to fulfill a surge of online orders. Amazon has also hired hundreds of seasonal employees, some of whom may become permanent. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
So Christmas is just around the corner, and if you still have gifts to buy, it's time to get to Macy's Great Gift Sale today. Come in and shop amazing deals on the perfect last-minute gifts, and don't miss the Great Gift Card Giveaway in stores only. Enter for a chance to win a Macy's gift card worth $50, $100, even up to $250. Hurry in. It's all happening at Macy's Great Gift Sale today only. No purchase necessary. See store for details. Official rules at Macys.com/Great Gift Card Giveaway.
Progressive knows road trips without your pet can be tough.
Hi, this is Next Stop Dog Boarding.
Hi, it's Scott again. How's Squeaks doing? You can tell if he's stressed by his eyebrows. Oh, and his breathing should sound like this.
Scott, Squeaks is exactly the same as last time you called.
Okay, let's talk in 20 to see if anything's changed.
With Progressive, your pet is covered up to $1,000 in vet bills in case of a car accident. So next time, you can take your pet with you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Coverage for dogs and cats is included with the purchase of collision coverage and subject to policy terms.
Welcome to downtown Elgin, where businesses, community, and creativity come together. The Downtown Neighborhood Association provides valuable, complimentary services to all downtown businesses, organizations, property owners, and residents, helping you gain exposure and thrive. Whether you're already part of the district or exploring a new downtown location, DNA is here to help your vision grow. Join us in creating a vibrant, connected, and successful downtown Elgin. Call now 847-488-1234 1456, or you can email info@downtownelgin.com. As for Jennifer Facala, Downtown Neighborhood Association, where the heart of business beats strong.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Hot Hands, America's favorite hand warmers. This afternoon, mostly sunny with a high near 47, with temperatures falling to around 41. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 29. Tomorrow, areas of drizzle and scattered rain showers after 3 p.m., mostly cloudy with a high near 41. Currently, it is 48 with mainly clear skies. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
FIFA World Cup 2026 is coming soon, but your opportunity to be there starts now through an exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card. For a limited time, become a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card holder, and you will be eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America NA in partnership with Visa. Terms apply. Warrants reserved. Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. Supporting local businesses is what we do, and organizations, and maybe you have one that wants to be on the air. Like Jessica here in studio, maybe you saw this interview and said, hey, that sounds like a fun idea to do. Check us out. Feel free to call us today at 847-931-1410. We're in our Tradio segment now, too. So if you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, now will be the time to call in here at 847-931-1410. Do you have something that's got to go? Let us know, only here on Tradio. So many fun things are happening this weekend, of course. It's the holidays, and so many people are getting ready. They're still maybe scrambling to get some of those Christmas presents. Maybe you got to send out those Christmas cards, too. Maybe you have to plan by getting some of the catered food. Maybe you're making food. I mean, it's definitely a hectic, busy time of the year, but it can also be a very exciting one as well. Maybe you are looking to specifically find some items. You still are trying to find that last-minute gift idea, maybe for the New Year's, too, because I know that Christmas is just a couple days away. So you're looking for some activities to do. Well, of course, we're here to talk about it with you here on WRMN during Out to Lunch. But maybe you're looking for specific items that you want to gift give, right? So, of course, this is the time to call in at 847-931-1410. This is our Tradio segment. It's Monday through Thursday, starting at 12:30. Now, we're not going to have Tradio tomorrow or Thursday or Friday, so this is the last Tradio for this week. And then we're back again for next week, Tradio. Monday through Thursday, starting at 12:30 is when that is. So if you want to make a little note on your calendar, you can, of course, do that. It's pretty easy to do, depending on what kind of calendar you have. Sometimes it can be a little tricky, depending on what device you have. Let's go through our Tradio callers. Who has recently called in within the past couple of weeks or so? We've got Greg here, and he has some cool stuff for sale. But first, of course, he's also looking for some items, including those 1800s to 1970s bicycles. He's a collector of those really cool bicycles, bone shakers, paraphernalia, maybe even some Schwinn bicycles, too. Parts, pieces, and or accessories, and they can be in any condition. He's also looking for those vintage Omega watches, men's and women's watches, and diver-style watches. He, like me, likes to wear those watches even if they don't work. They're nice style statement pieces. Some cool stuff to find, whatever you like. You know, he's got that. It was what he's looking for, men's and women's watches and diver-style watches. He's also looking for old gas tether cars. Some were made by the Cox Corporation back in the 50s and 60s. Anything like that he's really interested in. He's also looking for those old racing go-karts, vintage racing go-karts from the 50s and 60s. And then he's also looking to add some extra pieces for a Shuko Disney monorail toy. If anyone has that vintage one, not the plastic ones, nay, the vintage ones. I think they're maybe made with some metal or some other material. But they're the older ones of the monorail toys, the Disney monorail toys. Maybe you have them. Reach out to him. He also has that Lionel Pioneer Zephyr, 4 feet long in excellent condition. He's got the Hamilton Beach 3-head milkshake maker, comes with 3 cups in the color ivory for $500. And finally, for $125, it still runs good in the color yellow and black. It's the Schwinn 312 Goose Island bicycle that he's got available. So please feel free to call him today. That is 847-962-6033. That's 847-962-6033. That's the number to dial. Another Tradio caller here. Jeff is looking for trains and parts for trains, preferably cars, but any train memorabilia will do. He's also looking for model railroad items, including the buildings, maybe little setups, little characters, park benches, maybe even the train station itself. You know, a lot of those cool things. Sometimes I've seen some of his pictures. He sets up dinosaurs and they're taking over the train stations, right? So all those cute little things like that to bring up, to put up in his train setup, it's cool, and he appreciates it too. So feel free to reach out to him for more information. Maybe you have something that he's looking for. That's 630-251-2956. Again, that's 630-251-2956. That's the number to dial. We have another Tradio caller here as that RV fridge for sale. It's a Dometic AC/DC fridge. $300 is the asking price on that. He also has that LP gas 110 volts and 12 volts. It's a model 2554LB. Located in McHenry, you can reach out to this Tradio caller today. That's 815-245-0670. That's 815-245-0670. Another Tradio caller here is looking for a pre-admission testing truck. That's a truck from the pre-admission testing time period, so before pre-admission testing was available. If you want to reach out to her, say that you'd like to speak to Paul when you answer the phone, and that number to dial is 847-531-6383. Again, she's looking for that pre-admission testing time period truck. That's 847-531-6383. Another Tradio caller here, Lorraine, has an antique hutch. It's great for storage. She's got a television stand and also exercise equipment that she's looking to get rid of too. Just looking to give it away to someone. So again, please feel free to reach out to Lorraine today, and that number to dial is 847-287-5687. That's 847-287-5687. Those are the Tradio callers that have recently called in. If you would like to add your item or whatever onto the list, you can feel free to reach out to us today at 847-931-1410. That's the number to dial. So with the remainder of the time before we take our last time out, let's go through what we have today. What's Cooking Today is going to be a replay on how to achieve optimal brain health and Stanford Winery and Vineyards. The guest lineup will include Dr. Andrew Newberg, how to achieve optimal brain health. Also included there too is Laura Hughes, associate winemaker of Stanford Winery and Vineyards. Also news stories of the day, including fun Christmas facts that would surprise even Santa himself, and the mistake to avoid when using the warming setting on your oven. Stay tuned for that here on a replay best of show for What's Cooking Today on CRN. We've got a best of Talk Time with Tammy and Friends Tuesday edition here that's coming up from 2 to 4. From 4 until 5, it's live in studio with David Tees for a political talk show, so stay tuned for that. We've got a 5 o'clock news hour replay from today, and then that's going on until 6, and then 6 to 8, it's Big Top Sports with Derek Geyer. So stay tuned for more here on WRMN. With that being said, what we'll do is we'll take our quick time out now, and then when we come back, we'll continue on for the rest of the show. People can call into the studio number here. You can text us at 505-926-1410 if you want to announce on Tradio. But in the meantime, what I'll do for the majority of the rest of the show is just going through what's happening over this week during the weekend, things coming up for the rest of the year. And of course, also talking about local events that are happening too. Stay tuned for more here on Out to Lunch. WRMN will be back with more in just a bit.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Ready to tackle your junk piles? Call the Junk Luggers. From old furniture to entire cleanouts, we do the heavy lifting. And here's the best part. We rehome and recycle as much as possible to keep it all out of landfills. Feel good about your cleanout the green way. Call 1-800-LUG-JUNK or visit junkluggers.com today for your eco-friendly, stress-free service.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN. We still have about 11 minutes left here of this segment. Feel free to call in today, 847-931-1410. And it's 847, I'm a little out of breath. Oh, excuse me. I had to go in the back in just a bit. Okay, so with that being said, we still have some time left here. If you want to call in, that's 847-931-1410. Again, it's a beautiful sunny day outside today, folks, so go outside while you can. Don't forget to check out our website, WRMN1410.com. If you want to view more information, of course, find us there. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/WRMN Radio. You can also find us on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/WRMN Radio. So let's see what we have here for the day today. The gifts are mostly wrapped according to our ExploreElginArea.com. And of course, you can enjoy still some fun things to do. The stores can be crowded and you deserve a delicious time out. The Explore Elgin Area Burger Trail is the perfect holiday warm-up. Grab the family or your favorite visiting relatives and swap the kitchen stress for a cozy booth and a juicy burger. Think thick, savory patties and melted cheese that feel like a holiday hug in every bite. Sample just 5 participating burgers to complete the trail. Every finisher is entered into a drawing for a fantastic holiday award. So, give yourself the gift of comfort food today. Start your holiday comfort crawl here. That's ExploreElginArea.com. You can view more information on those trails. And oh my goodness, I'm already getting hungry. These burgers look fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. And yes, Village Squire burgers are some of my most favorites. But I do like a good burger pretty much anywhere. But if you do want to check out the burger trail, it is available. Check it out for more information. You will be put into a drawing that offers a chance to win a $20 gift card to a local business. So that's their burger trail, brought to you by ExploreElginArea.com. Very, very cool. So please feel free to check that out. It's a great list to view. Heart's Garage is on there too. I know I just spoke with Jessica about that. She recently was in there, was at Heart's Garage on Saturday, a couple Saturdays ago. And that's a great place to go to. They've got really good burgers too. So, you know what? I have to say pretty much most places in the Fox River Valley area, they don't disappoint when it comes to their burgers. They're very good. So check out that burger trail. You can find it on ExploreElginArea.com. Let's see what else is going on here too. Batavia Main Street is wishing everyone a very happy holidays from the Batavia Main Street staff and board. All year long, their board of directors and staff work behind the scenes to support downtown Batavia's small businesses, create meaningful events, and help keep our district vibrant, welcoming, and full of life. They're proud to serve this incredible community and the entrepreneurs who make it thrive. So they'll see everyone in the downtown. Lots of thank yous from many people in the comments section there. So that's very nice. A good way to support the local communities out there. Geneva Chamber of Commerce and Tourism recently posted, join them for their coffee and conversations hosted by Calderones Barbershop. I hope I pronounced that correctly. This is Friday, January 16th, so it's a little bit of a ways away, but it's going to come up around the corner pretty fast. Join them for their monthly networking coffee event. It's a great opportunity to connect, collaborate, and caffeinate with fellow professionals in the community. Now, this is going to be located at the Barbershop at 320 Crescent Place, and that is in Geneva, Illinois. So check out their Facebook page for more information on this event. You can find it. That's Geneva Chamber of Commerce and Tourism on their Facebook page, or also go to the genevachamber.com website that's available. Coming up in February, so this is a little bit of a ways away, there's going to be a ribbon cutting at the Senior Helpers of Algonquin. It's Tuesday, February 10th, and that's going to be a ribbon cutting. That's at 4089 West Algonquin Road. So celebrating a new ceremony here on Tuesday, and that's on February 10th. It's a ribbon cutting that's coming up, and that's from the Lake in the Hills and Algonquin location area chamber. Recently posted that. Also coming up in February, giving you a little bit of a heads up here, still talking about burgers and delicious treats to enjoy and food. The countdown to St. Charles Restaurant Week is on. From February 2nd to February 6th of 2026, diners can save big, support local, and enjoy incredible meals across St. Charles. And maybe you have a local business or restaurant that's interested in participating. Visit stcalliance.org/restaurant week to check out more information. And hey, if you are a participating location that is participating in, or you are a business that is participating in these different restaurant weeks, feel free to reach out to us here on WRMN. We would love to have you on for an interview talking about what to expect. Definitely feel free to do that. Feel free to reach out to us. You can reach out to us too. You can reach out to me Matt at WRMN1410.com if you'd like to do that. Same with the Geneva Restaurant Week is coming up here too. So there's lots of fun things. And there's David T's going by with his truck, just giving us a nice honk and a wave there. And I know he'll be here sitting in this hot seat coming up at the 4 o'clock hour. So there you go. Don't forget, the Fox Valley Magazine's edition for December is still available. You can check out all the dining, the arts and entertainment, and the events. You can also check out local news and view the previous issues from the previous months. Maybe do a whole recap of the year 2025. They've got the whole list of all the different issues. I wonder how far back the issues go to. I mean, they go back all the way to at least, January 2021 is the first issues when it started. So they've got those pages available too if you want to look at any of the previous ones and maybe reminisce about, hey, I remember back on this day, back in 2023, we did this event. And it was featured on the Fox Valley Magazine, right? So those are some great ways that you can do that. So many other fun, unique, exciting things are going on. Of course, the light shows at Gobert's Farm are still going on. The Larson's Light Show. There's, of course, still the Magical Christmas Drive-Thru at Santa's Village. You can still get tickets there. So please feel free to check out all that information there as well. You can also find on different municipal pages different safety tips. I know that it's been a La Nina winter, so we haven't been getting a whole ton of snow in the area. But again, just keep yourself up to date on any of those things out there. If you happen to be out on thin ice, the South Elgin and Countryside Fire Protection District recently posted a good way and a map or a display to show you when to stay off. When to stay off is the best thing to do. Out on thin ice, some safety tips from the Illinois Department of Natural Resources. So before playing on retention and ponds, no ice is 100% safe, but there are some guidelines that you can follow. So if you go to the South Elgin and Countryside Fire Protection District's Facebook post, they posted this 45 minutes ago. It does give you some tips. Of course, wearing personal flotation devices, that's including a life vest under your winter gear, is important. Always a good idea to always carry with you a rope or flotation device. Carry a pair of ice picks, things like that. It tells you when to stay off and when not to. So if it is 2 inches thick or less, stay off the ice. It's safe for ice fishing and ice skating if it's at least 4 inches. Better safe than sorry, of course. Make sure you're prepared out there. It's okay 5 to 6 inches in terms of thickness for snowmobiles and ATVs, 8 to 12 inches in thickness, cars and small trucks and medium trucks at 12 to 15 inches. But again, if it is roughly 2 inches or less, try to stay off the ice. And you can usually tell there's kind of a way to do that too. So they give you those tips and tricks to make sure that you're safe during this cold weather and during this season. Because it can be a lot of fun to do ice skating and ice fishing as well too, but you got to make sure that you're prepared. To do that. My cousin Joe loves doing ice fishing with my cousin Heidi too, his daughter. So they do a lot of ice fishing out there too on the ponds, and he's always very prepared. He brings stuff. He brings all of his equipment and things like that. So he's very prepared for that too. But again, you never really know. So just make sure you're careful out there. South Elgin and Countryside Fire Protection District recently posted that. Thank you again for that as well. As we end the show here, coming up pretty soon, I want to wish everyone a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and holidays. I'm not going to be here tomorrow or Christmas, and potentially Friday. We'll have to wait and see there. I'll play it by ear, but I know that Sonar says he's got everything covered here with our really fantastic Christmas programming, so stay tuned for that and holiday programming. I wish everyone a safe holiday travels as well. I know that the roads can get kind of slick. We're expected to see a little bit of some freezing rain potentially coming through on Christmas night. So if you are planning on traveling later that night, just make sure that you're aware of that too. Thank you everyone for tuning in here to WRMN AM 1410. We always greatly appreciate everyone's support. The city of Elgin has done a phenomenal job supporting us, and we hope that we're also doing great support for them as well too. This is a great way to support the community and all of the Fox River Valley area. And of course, we've got one life, live it to the best, and above all things, be kind. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today, and we hope you have a wonderful holiday season. I'll see you in a couple days.